Hey ladies and gents, here's the new Opel Rocks-e. So this is the um, Opel's version of the same, like there was a Citroen, has the same version of the car, it's just a different badge. Now, person contacted me on my Instagram, one of my channel followers, and he asked me if I wanted to take a spin and do a little review. Now we did check this car in Belgrade, but this is not Citroen, so we're gonna check it out. I honestly like this spec more uh, because it looks cooler in this color. It's gray and black with this opal yellow accents. So let's do a little walk around. Interesting. So you might be wondering, why is there no front plate? Well, this technically isn't a car. It's a moped, or like a small motorcycle on four wheels. So basically like a quad, but electric. So it doesn't have maybe the off-road capability, but it's a four-wheel motorcycle. Let's come a little bit closer. So you have the, well, it appears to be LED lights. I like that. So there were no saving in putting halogen lights, which spare more power or drain more power from the battery. So this is smart thinking. You also have the turn signals there, so also LED. And in some countries you can have the front plate, so they left the opening, but in this case in Croatia it's not the case. One wiper on the front, and you have the glass roof. It's not tinted, but you can see there is, I'm going to show you from the inside, there's a shade. It's an option, and there's a Tekno pack, so these yellow cubbies. And in Croatia you get the Sony speaker, Bluetooth speaker. That's an option as well. So checking the side of the car, it looks really sweet, and everyone is turning on the road to see this when they pass this, and it's an amazing feeling. There's a car passing by, but there's an amazing feeling when you sit inside, because you're far off in the sitting position, away from the windshield. So it's a little bit different. I'm going to show you the point of view once we sit inside. So just to show you the wheels here, so we have 14-inch. That's the smallest tire you can get, and it's 155/65 R14 there. And you get this steel wheels with a little hubcaps, and they do look nice. So this is economical car. So the price is in Croatia 10,000 euros, and the two options that I've mentioned, and an option when the car is on, you can check the battery status and some other stuff, is around 2,000 euros option. Now also the tires, this is the cheapest tires you can get, so it's also very economical from that standpoint as well. I think it does recuperate when you're going downhill, so also cool. And it uses a schuko, so it charges on any outlet. You can plug your phone or laptop, and there is an optional also converter from schuko to type 2 charging, so you can use the public charging AC stations to charge. Now as you can see, the side mirrors are classical, they're manual. This is the option for the window. So this is manually, like you push it down and you just close it in, then you can open it from the inside. So we left it open so it's breathing, and have this cat eyes on the side. Now the front door opens from the front. On the driver's side it's a suicide door. On the passenger side it's a normal door. So I forgot to show you because I wasn't planning to film this, so let me just come closer. Yeah, the camera is struggling focusing for some reasons, but anyways, you get the key for the ignition, and you get the key to unlock the doors, so two separate keys. So I didn't get my stand for my phone, so I'm keeping my phone in the hand, so sorry if there's a little bit shaking more than usual. Now on the back, what's cool about this car, it looks the front and rear bumper look identical. They just swapped the lights, so this is smart thinking when producing stuff. it's cheaper to produce it. And you can see it looks the same, just the rear is red light. Now in Croatia, as I've said, this is technically a motorcycle or a quad, so it has the small plate, and the sticker for the technical is here on the back, not on the windshield in the front. So this is the back. There is no opening for the rear, but it's pretty cool. You can see the rocks, and I love this marketing. It's a really good marketing because, you know, it tells you the car rocks, so that's really cool. Checking this side, so you can see that this side, the door opens normally, so it opens here, you press in, and you can see here. So I'm just going to show you this end, and then I'm going to go to the other side. You can see that the passenger seat is fixated, and the driver's seat is able to go back and forward. Now, just showing you from this angle because it's going to be a little bit harder when I get inside. So you have the manual handbrake, and on the other side there, over there kind of seat, there are reverse, neutral, and drive. You have to use the physical cylinder, and then you have the few buttons there for the ventilation. So there's no AC in this car, it's just ventilation. Have a USB for charging your phone. You have a little mount there, and you have your speaker that's Bluetooth, so you need to connect every time. It is very basic, but it's just a city commuter. Now, before I get to the seat there, you can see the cover there. That's an option, as mentioned, and it has this metal frame, so you are safe in case an accident if you do flip on the side or on the roof. But you know, when I was reviewing the Citroen version, I've shared my skepticism about that. Now, I've driven the car, and I'm a tall person, so it's a little bit different for me, but for an average sized person, when you sit inside, you should have a good clearance around you. In my case, I have to go a little bit down to check it out. So let's show you how that looks. So this is the suicide door. So it has a short travel, so you can see that's short, and then it automatically closes, so you have to watch out. But inside you have this big pockets, you have the net. This is just to pull to close. Now if you lower the window down and you just push it in, so, or you can push it from the inside, so it just clips in. Doesn't matter, I'm gonna leave it open anyways. And you have this clip to open or close. You have seals on the top, but the rest it's very light, it's plastic, so weight reduction. And over here you have the drive, neutral, and reverse. Seat belts, of course, standard, and you have this well, they look like bucket seats. So this is kind of soft, and this the headrest and the rest is like a plastic shell. So the headrest is fixated, and yeah, let's jump inside. Oh, there's a little net if you put a cargo. So there is actually a cargo version of this car for deliveries, or maybe for airport transit. So when you sit inside, you have to be careful not to sit on the hard part. So it might be a little bit painful if you miss, but it's okay when you sit down. Now let me close the doors. So you just pull the tab, and I'm gonna switch to wide lens. So there you go. So this would be your average person point of view. It is sort of mine. Mine is more like this. So have that in mind. This is my point of view. Well, the camera would be like closer to my eyes, but this is really interesting because you have such a long distance to the front windshield, so it's different. Now just a quick look inside. We have the basic steering wheel, Opel and Rocks. It's a 3-spoke. This is all rubber and plastic. You have one display here. You have the phone holder. You have the defrost and ventilation, and you have the hazards. So you can see when you turn on the hazards, those, and you have a USB-A. That's the physical cylinder. There's some space here. There's some smart, like a grocery holder. You can put a grocery there, or a bag if you're a lady. And you can see these are options, so you can put your documents here and some personal stuff. And you can see the rigid interior, so you have the safety bars in case, God forbid, accident happens. So let me just find the key that I left in one of my pockets. So again, here are the keys. So the big one is for, I'll have to switch hands. The big one is for the ignition. So basically you just flip it, car starts, and then you should have 76 kilometers of range when the battery is full. Your max speed is 45. So if you're going downhill, you can reach 50, but only if you're neutral, because if you're in drive and you let go of the accelerator, you are recuperating. Small recuperation, but still you can feel it. And well, over here is my headspace, so you can see it's actually quite okay, but if I would really wanted to straighten up, I'm hitting the bar behind here, but I was actually like this because I am a taller person, and then I was trying to like check my horizon. This is cool because you'll see like 360 around you, since you have a pillar window, because there really isn't an A pillar in the classical sense, and then you have the C pillar, so checking the blind spots in this car is not an issue. And before I forgot, since I already did forgot, over there here, that's your schuko, and this little cord you can pull out, and then over here, so for those of you who are looking, access, you can see adapter type 2. So that's the schuko to type 2 adapter. So you can see that if you're interested in getting that. And here you can see PSA group. So yeah, I showed you that. So that comes in handy. I think this should be standard. They should just give it away with a car. I'm just gonna start the car. Actually, I did start the car. Car is ready. If you release the brake and you put it to drive. So I'm just gonna do a little, so you can see how the car drives. So this is driving, so I'm just gonna do like a short point of view, and voila. So I'm keeping it like low speed because of the gravel here. So my window's starting to close down. You can see how this looks and feels. So it has a good U-turn. So look at this. This is full U-turn. Like you can do really short. I'm not gonna drift here, but you can do like a really short U-turn, and it's a really cool little car. You can see the mirrors there and here. So that is really, really cool. So this is an excellent city commuter. So cutting this in, just a short point of view. I'm just gonna let these cars pass because we are a bit slower. They might want to speed up, so after letting me pass, they might regret it later. Okay. So I have to turn off the turn signal, and you have to watch out for the speed bumps. So it's definitely a unique experience driving this. You can hear the electric motors. So there's no pedestrian warning system. It's just a tire notice that warns them. I'm gonna test the full speed. 45. And then when you let go, it recuperates. So gentle on the speed bumps. So as you saw on the dirt road, this car is excellent for doing small U-turns, very maneuverable and very practical. Since I forgot my GoPro, we're not gonna do too much driving. We're just gonna park here, but I just wanted to show you a little bit, a little demo. Actually, let's drive to the hotel on the top of that hill, and then we'll end the video there. So this is pretty cool. And there's no problems going uphill because this is electric, so you have that instant torque. Again, a very unique experience. So I can feel it's losing slightly power, but I didn't prepare. I should have just speed up. But it's still pulling nicely. It's going 30. Again, for a nice chill drive, it's more than enough. And just doing a turn here. Look at this. This is such a small turn. And I'm gonna do just a turn around on this parking lot. So this is some sort of hotel, but I just want to show you here now. Look at this. Doing a full U-turn, full U-turn, full U-turn. Now I don't know the margins of the car, so I'm not gonna risk it. So just gonna go reverse. But I think once you get used to the car, you can do a full U-turn there. So let me just once again drive, and look at that. Full U-turn, full U-turn. Yeah, you're not even touching it. I can see the reflection in the car. So that is amazing driving experience. We're gonna end it here, but perfect car for city commuting. Yeah, so that's it. To park, handbrake up, and you don't have to do anything here. You're in drive, but once you flip the key, it's off. And just a little note here, so you have the stock for the turn signals and for the horn. So that was the horn. And you have the interval on and off for the wipers. Sorry if my hand is shaking. And the turn signals, they do not turn off automatically, so you have to turn them off. And that's the display. So I hope you like this review. I was short. Huge thanks to Onur. He is Turkish Croatian. Huge thanks to him if he's watching. I'm pretty sure he will watch, for lending the car for a review and spending the time with me. So yeah, forgot. So key entry. So don't worry, the handbrake is on, so the car won't go anywhere. And not to forget, so people will ask, how does the speaker look? Why didn't you show the speaker? So here is the Sony speaker, and it looks pretty nice, to be honest. So, and you have a little strap so you can carry it around, not to leave it in the car so someone doesn't break in because of that Bluetooth speaker there. And yeah, once again, so let me just turn on the hazards. So actually, I could have left the car on to show you the lights. Okay, let's do that. I like to be detailed. So someone will ask, why didn't you show that? Okay, the lights are on and the hazards are on, so there you go. Actually, I didn't turn on the hazards. So you got those LEDs on as well. And so I hope I didn't lock this. I didn't lock that. If you like that from the inside, if you like that from the outside, you can unlock it from the inside. So once again, here is the schuko cable. So just in case, it's pretty long. I didn't, I'm not gonna unwrap it because it's gonna be issue putting it back with one hand. But I think this is probably long enough, like perhaps a 2 meter. I will ask and then type in. So yeah, you can just stuck it in there, and you have some space behind you as well. So over here, I haven't actually checked, but it looks like you have a fuse box and a place to top up your washer fluid. So I think you can show you that as well here. So 2 fuse boxes and your washer fluids, so you should be able to put that back and then just press these guys inside, and hazards on, not to forget those details. And there we go. So that is the Opel Rocks-e. There you go, guys. So thank you for watching, and huge thanks to Anur. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, for lending us the car for review. So charging only, no parking. We are charging, so let me just show you here. So you route the cable, so there is spacing here, and then this is in Croatian, but so we're pulling 1.6 kilowatts. This over here have the app, so you have here time where the charging is finished, you have the range and kilometers. So also you can check inside the car. There is a little timer there showing you time to finish the charging. So that's the charging part.